Hello, everyone. My name is Selena, and I'm a teacher with over 20 years of experience in education. Today, we're diving into the FTCE Social Science grades 6 through 12 037 exam. This session will focus on the knowledge of geography subtopic, where we will explore how geography influences human systems, the environment, and global interactions. Let's jump in and sharpen those skills. Which sphere contains all living things on Earth? It's important to note all living things when considering your answer. Our choices are atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and geosphere. Atmosphere is incorrect. This is the layer of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide surrounding the Earth. It supports life, but doesn't contain living things. Hydrosphere is incorrect. This includes all the water on Earth, like oceans, lakes, and rivers. Living things live in it, but it's not just for life. Geosphere is incorrect. This includes things like rocks, soil, and the Earth's core, mostly all non-living material. Our correct answer is biosphere, because it is part of the Earth where all living things exist, on land, in water, and in the air. Which of the following human-environment interactions has been the most significant contributor to global warming? Modern construction practices, the burning of fossil fuels, organic farming processes, the mining of fossil fuels. Modern construction practices is incorrect. These may contribute to emissions, but not nearly as much as burning fossil fuels. Organic farming processes. This is incorrect. These are actually more eco-friendly and usually reduce harmful emissions. The mining of fossil fuels is incorrect. This is the extraction part. The real damage happens when fossil fuels are burned for energy. The correct answer is the burning of fossil fuels, because carbon dioxide emissions from burning fossil fuels are the primary source of greenhouse gases, which are the leading contributors to global warming and climate change. In which of the following ways does the climate of a region impact its economic institutions? Your choices are: it determines what types of agriculture can prosper, it determines whether supply and demand can function efficiently, it determines the type of political systems that can function effectively, or it determines whether access to modern technology is possible. It determines whether supply and demand can function efficiently is incorrect. Supply and demand are part of economics, not climate. It determines the type of political systems that can function effectively is incorrect. Political systems are shaped by history, culture, and government, not climate. It determines whether access to modern technology is possible is incorrect. Technology access depends on infrastructure and investment, not weather or temperature. The correct answer is: it determines what types of agriculture can prosper, which in turn influences the shape of a region's economy. If a climate is conducive to growing certain types of crops, then that region is more likely to engage in economic activities centered around that crop, much like the growing of corn and wheat in the American Great Plains. Which of the following most accurately describes the difference between geographic spatial analysis and geographic systems analysis? Our choices are: the objective of spatial analysis is to understand human systems in a particular place, whereas the objective of systems analysis is to alter or innovate human systems in a particular place to solve a problem. The purpose of spatial analysis is to map the topography of a particular place, whereas the purpose of systems analysis is to determine how dangerous certain geographic systems are to human life. The purpose of spatial analysis is to evaluate trends and weather patterns across time, whereas the purpose of systems analysis is to report on the degree of weather threats based on place. The objective of spatial analysis is to project how much space a particular cultural system, like farming, will require, whereas systems analysis determines the negative effects of the human culture on the environment. The purpose of spatial analysis is to map the topography of a particular place. This is actually more about physical geography, not spatial analysis, which focuses on human activities in space. Systems analysis is to determine how dangerous certain geographic systems are to human life. This describes a risk assessment, not systems analysis, which is about solving problems within human systems like transportation, healthcare, or city planning. The purpose of spatial analysis is to evaluate trends and weather patterns. This refers to climatology, not spatial analysis. Systems analysis is to report on the degree weather threats based on place. That's more like a meteorological or hazard report, not what systems analysis is about. Systems analysis looks at how systems function and how to improve them. The correct answer is the objective of spatial analysis is to understand human systems in a particular place. The objective of system analysis is to alter or innovate human systems in a particular place to solve a problem. Both spatial and systems analysis are key attributes of geographic study. In terms of the former, geographers collect data to observe trends in human systems based on place. In terms of the latter, geographers collect data about human trends to seek a solution to a specific problem. Thanks for watching. For even more in-depth study resources, head over to study.com. As a member, you'll get access to short, targeted video lessons, personalized study plans, extra study materials, hundreds of practice questions, just like the ones we covered today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful content. Study smart, stay positive, and best of luck on your journey to becoming an educator.